everybody, JawsJr here for yet another in-shop adventure. You're sitting here looking at these broken slabs. Well, this is a midweek video following cutting the slabs on the 18-inch saw. And these are the slabs that I considered as kind of a fail. It didn't work out that well, not much color. But I discovered why. And as you can tell by the title, cutting rainbow obsidian at the proper angle is very important. So let's start this off. And let's try to do this so you guys can see it. So you can see these lines here. These are the different layers of the obsidian as it was being made. I don't know the technical terms, so please bear with me. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a geologist. I'm just a simple rock hound in his shop trying to figure this stuff out. So what I did, and I had to go back and check this out, I cut this at about a 18 degree angle. This over here is even more of an angle. It's hard to get it correct based off because the angles are not uniform, or the lines are not uniform through the stone. They kind of have a wave to it or a curl or whatever. So what I did is I just did the best I could, so I thought, in putting it in the saw. And you guys watched these get cut. And I can mention about the cracks, and I've already didn't even have to dry up them on concrete. I just sat here and just broke them by hand. And discovered something. So here's a good piece right here. So we got a piece right here, flat, straight on view, but then when you turn it slightly, you can see the color, but now you can see the color a bit more. This is that green stripe I was talking about on the other one. If I would have cut this at less of an angle, more color would have been visible. And I've got other ones in here too that's a similar characteristic. My finger's got oil on it. There you go. Can't see it that way. You can't see it all that way. But where it was cracked at a lesser of an angle, more in line with the lines. Let's see if we can do that. I got a little bit of oil over here. So if you could see those lines, and you can see the colors a little bit better. This is more of a pastel color. So I screwed up, and I should have cut this at more of a shallow angle than what I did. And I think I got another one here that kind of does it. Oh yeah, this is a good one here. Because you're straight down on it, you don't see much. Look at there, that slight angle of it. And you still don't see the color over here, but now you see it here. So, let's put some oil on that. See, that tells you the angle we should have cut it at. Because this is straight up and down to the camera, and that's even at a steeper angle. And when you do this, you want to have it, and you can see the reflection of the light above. You don't want it at such a big angle like that. Let's see if we can turn it this way here. There we go. That's a good way of explaining it. Now the light is coming down to the top. You want maybe. See, for example, the light is coming down from up here. It's coming down this direction. Coming down at a pretty steep angle. When you cut the obsidian, you want it to have a little bit of an upward angle to it, but not so much. And with this face here, the way it's cut, when the light's right above it, sorry for the scribble marks on the pencil, that is fairly close to being right at the face. I hope this makes sense to you guys, but cutting these at the angle is at the right angle is very important. And let me get you another piece here. I've already got marked up. Let's see. Here we go, like this. So let's go ahead and get this oiled up. I could clean it off later. Look at the colors on that. This is how it's going to be when it's polished. So here is with the light coming down at it. I mean, we're straight like this right now. Let's see if I can do this again. That's the direction of the light above the camera. And then we start doing it. And we don't want it straight on because look, the reflection is going to be straight at you. And that's past it. Right there. That is about a 5 to 7 degree angle. That is what is ideal, in my opinion. Now, there will be people out there that might disagree with me on that. And this is a little bit bigger piece, so you're going to have some shadowing on it because I've got a small light above it. So that's my opinion. That, when you are cutting this stuff, let me see here. It's harder to see the angles on this one here. There you go. You can see it there, right there. You can see the lines right in that area right there. If I could draw a straight line. So it's at a much shallower angle than what the stuff here in the tray is. So there's my tip. Cut it starting about a 5 degree angle and maybe no more than a 10 degree angle. A lot of people say go 12 to 15. These are at 16. That's obviously too much. And it all depends too on how you can situate the stone inside the saw, because we all know that these things are odd shaped and we may not be able to get them situated in the saw exactly. But you also seen in my last video I used wedges. Don't be afraid to do that. But I just want to give you guys this quick little tech tip video on the importance of an angle when cutting rainbow obsidian, and this will also go with Aurora Borealis. Now, I've gotten the Aurora Borealis effect out of this material by cutting it nearly flush, the same angles, just completely flat with those lines. And that produces a pretty cool effect as well. The biggest thing, practice, practice, and practice. You've got to learn how to put these rocks in your equipment, secure them at the right angle. A lot of rock types, such as snowflake, doesn't really matter. Or silver sheen matters a little bit. Let's go ahead and a little oil on that. Silver sheen is a little bit directional, but now you can see there you go. You can see the gold sheen is fairly important, but for the most part, the angle of the cut to the lines of the material will dictate how well you get to see the material. And that one is too much of an angle. It should have been cut in half, if not more. This line should have been a lot longer going across, and then the color would have been able to be seen more. Now, what can I do with this? I don't know. I'll figure something out. Always have. So I just heard my saw clink. It's time for me to go pull another piece of obsidian off of it. But I wanted to give you guys this quick tech tip when it comes to cutting obsidian. Make sure you're at the right angle to maximize the colors. Just remember, everyone's life's an adventure. Then there's mine out here messing with some more rainbow obsidian. This is the Adventures of JawsJr. Have a good one, everybody. See ya!